You know, the fear of the Lord is a concept that's kind of hard for us to get our heads around. When we think of fear, it's the fear is an emotion we want to avoid, right? We don't want to be afraid. We also think about the Lord and we understand His grace to us. We understand His mercy, but to fear Him seems a little bit foreign to us. Seems like an emotion that we would keep for some other occasion or some other person, really. But the fear of the Lord is important, and it's important in the Christian life. And that's what Psalm 128, which we're talking about today, is discussing this fear of the Lord. And in that fear of the Lord is great blessing. That's what the message of this psalm is. How blessed is everyone who fears the Lord, who walks in his way. Let's come back to that for a minute. He says, when you shall eat the fruit of your hands, you will be happy and it will be well with you. So, one of the results or one of the blessings of fear of the Lord is just diligence in life, eating the fruit of your hands. It's a result of fearing the Lord. Another result of fearing the Lord is having a fruitful wife. Well, remember in this agricultural situation, having children was good. You would have descendants that would inherit the land that the Lord had given to your tribe, and you would pass that out. And even today, having a wife that's fruitful is a great blessing. Um, the Lord will bless you from Zion that you may see prosperity of Jerusalem all the days of your life, that you'll have multi generational blessings pouring out on you. So these are all the blessings that are associated. So let's take a look at this, verse 1. Blessed is everyone who fears the Lord. So um, there's a parallel here. And as I told you before in the Psalms, these parallel thoughts kind of reinforce and explain one another. So this second cola here, who walks in his ways, kind of explains what it means to fear the Lord. So one aspect of fearing the Lord, and the one highlighted here in Psalm 128, is obeying him, walking in his ways, doing what he's asked to do. I often characterize fearing the Lord or explaining it as living as if he exists. I mean, if we believe what the Bible says about the Lord and his power and his goodness and how he blesses the people who love him, and I don't mean, well, we'll come to that, but uh, that is one aspect of fearing the Lord, is to obey him, to live in his presence, to live in the presence of the God who has revealed himself in the Bible. Blessed here for the original readers of this psalm would be to experience all the blessings, all the benefits that are associated with obedience to the law in Deuteronomy. So Deuteronomy lays out the law that is supposed to be obeyed in the land. It's a adaptation of the Mosaic law, a development of the Mosaic law to be applied when they are in the land. And chapter, I think 27 in Deuteronomy lays out the blessings and the curses associated with obeying and forsaking the law. So when he's talking about the blessings here, he's talking about those blessings from Deuteronomy. And you can find what's in verses 2 through 6 in that chapter of Deuteronomy. So to walk in the fear of the Lord is to live in his presence. Today, it's to live in light of his coming, that Jesus is coming back, that Jesus is returning, that Jesus is going to bless, and he is ultimately going to curse. He's going to bring his kingdom to the earth. And we need to be living in light of his coming. That's what my study in Revelation is based around. It's kind of the theme, to live in light of his coming. And he is coming for his church. And we need to live in expectation of that. We need to know that right after the coming of the Lord will be a judgment of his people, a Bema Seat judgment, it's called, where he will assess our works. And we today need to be compiling those works. We need to be living as if He is the God who is going to judge us and reward us for our good works. And that is what it means to fear Him today. So I pray, brothers and sisters, that you are in the response to this, that you are living in light of His coming, that you are living a holy and faithful life, that you are living a life that's spiritually productive, a life that's going to result in you having blessing after blessing from the hand of the Lord for the work that you've done. So God bless you, brothers and sisters. Live in the fear of the Lord today and make that your prayer every day.